So here we go. This is gonna be you at band camp. You're coming in, and I'm gonna turn the camera on here. For some reason it's not working, so I'm gonna have to stop and turn around. But I'm gonna show you how this is gonna, projected, how this is gonna work. All right, so here we go. We're driving down, and I imagine it's gonna feel kind of busy. You might be sitting in line for a little bit. So if camp starts at 8, you might want to try to start, showing up at 7:30 if you can. I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying it might help. So then what we're going to do is, right here we're going to have a station right by the student pickup sign. You're going to stop here and you're going to drop your kid off. We'll have a little table out here. I'm going to get out so I can show you. You'll stay in the car, obviously, but your kid will get out. They'll come over here by the student pickup sign while the table here, and we're gonna have to ask them some questions. Have you been sick? Have you been sneezing or coughing? All that good stuff. And then we've got a couple people that are gonna check their temperatures, and write down to make sure that they're where they need to be. And then if they're all good, we'll give you the thumbs up, and then you're gonna go around the parking lot, circle around and out that way, and there'll be a line here, I'm sure, of cars. We'll make it as quick as we can. The goal is to have 2 or 3 people doing the temperature thing, trying to get kids in as quick as possible. But then the kids will walk over here to this big spot right after the Raygart ballpark sign. Right out here in this big grassy area, we're gonna have a giant 60 by 40 circus tent, a huge monster out here. And we're gonna have their chairs and everything set up here, and this will be where we do music rehearsal. And the chairs are gonna be 6 feet apart. When you show up, you need to have a mask on. I'm gonna turn this camera around here. When you show up, you're gonna need to have a mask on when you show up, while we do your temperature check and everything. Once you get to your seat, then you can, set your instrument down, and that'll be like your area for the day. You'll put your lunch down there, and you'll get yourself ready at your area. It'll be the same seat all week long. That'll be your spot. Whether we're eating lunch, having music rehearsal, anything we're doing, that's where you're gonna be, okay? But the 40 by 60 was going to give us enough room to be able to space everybody out at, so everybody's got their 6-foot bubble, okay? But that's going to be here, and that should be kind of cool. I don't know, I'm kind of excited about that. We've bought some extra hose and a mister for a cooling station, just for fun, and in case there's kids that get too hot, since we're going to be outside. There's no going inside except for bathrooms, and that's one at a time. So it's not going to be the typical, like, hey, let's take a bathroom break right now. When you have to go, you're just going to say, hey, Mr. I got to go, and you're going to go, and you're going to go. And then out here, obviously, will be our marked field where we'll learn the drill. It's going to be very different this year because we don't have as much time. I mean, we're almost 20 hours shorted, So, so there's not going to be, you're not going to be standing around mingling, stuff like that. We're just not going to be able to do that kind of stuff. We're gonna have fun, but we're not going to be able to have that much freedom. It was a fight to, it was a little bit of a fight to make sure. But I said, look, I really think we can make this happen. So, and they said, all right, let's do it. So we want to make sure we honor that and give it our best shot, okay? But I was working on the show a lot yesterday and today, and I'm getting excited. So hopefully the governor doesn't do anything crazy on us. It's always a possibility where it could all still just get kiboshed. But I'm hoping not. Okay, I'm hoping we can get together and do some playing and have some fun. I'm going to be putting packets together that'll have your music in it, Some of it I put online for you to get to, some of it I haven't had a chance to, but I'm going to be putting packets together. I'll let you know when they're done, but then I'll put them in the trailer, and it should have your name and your number, like whether you're T1 or F6 or whatever. But that'll be in the trailer, and you can just go find your packet and then work on your music a little bit this week, get your chops going a little bit, because I'm sure it has been quite a while since you've played much. Also, you know, if you have questions about instruments, you know, if you're a rental or any of that kind of stuff, just shoot me a text. If you're worried about me right now, I'm not on the road, I'm just in the driveway. I won't keep talking while I'm on the road. We'll have hand sanitizer at the table for when people get there, but we'll have hand sanitizer out. We're gonna have the water cow that they use for football, and I'll have a couple parents in charge of filling up people's water bottles. I'm gonna dress Isaiah, well, either Isaiah or Elena, one of the kids, dress them up how I want you to look, give you a couple ideas that we've been thinking about for camp as well. But that'll come later. I just kind of wanted to show you the grounds, give you a vision, a picture of what we're doing, and now I'm about to get on the road, so I will see you later. So we have a model for you today. It's actually Bella. I was wrong. It's not Elena or Isaiah. It's Bella, even though they all wanted to do it. Okay, but she was the most ready. So we're gonna look at Bella and point out the things that you should and shouldn't do when you come to band camp. What do you need? All right, so here's the 2020 COVID marching apparel that you need to have for when you come to band camp. So we have Bella here. She's actually all gussied up with everything that you would need to bring, okay? So we're just gonna go through everything at a time. First of all, you definitely wanna put on sunscreen. You can bring sunscreen with you, but you definitely want it on because we can't go inside. We do have shade, but make sure you put your sunscreen on, okay? And you're gonna need your lunch, all right? Don't forget your lunch, okay? You need to have tennis shoes. No flip-flops, Crocs, nothing like that. You've gotta have tennis shoes. And she's not wearing socks right now, but you're gonna want socks on because you don't wanna get blisters, okay? Also notice that she's wearing appropriate short length and not a tank top. She's wearing a t-shirt, which is what you need to have at band camp. For two reasons. First of all, because we're gonna practice modesty. Second of all, because we don't want the sun beating down on your shoulders because it'll really it'll exhaust you. Guys, that goes for you too. No sleeveless stuff, no tank tops, no cutoff shirts, nothing like that, okay? T-shirts. Bella is sporting the euphonium, as you can see, and not only does she have her instrument, but she also has a lyre and a flip folder. Now, newbies, okay, this is what you gotta know about flip folders. Your music goes in here, you're gonna put tape on each page. You're gonna tape them so that the wind can't get in there and blow your music out. And then your rubber band goes like this. It goes around, and then you tuck it under that lip so it's easy to turn your pages, okay? You know, you might want to just tape one side while we're at camp. Just tape one side because you do have to pull your music out quite a bit to write on it, because you write all your moves on your music. But you're going to need your music, flip folder, lyre, okay? And the lyres look different. I did put a link to everything you need that you could get on Amazon the last time I updated, so that link was there. I'll try to have that out to you again as well. All right. Bella has sunglasses on, that's smart, or a hat, and she also has a mask. Now, you're not going to need a mask while we're playing or rehearsing, but you are going to need a mask when you show up, because if you have to go into the school to go to the bathroom, you would need a mask on. Or if we were going to do things where we're not playing our instruments, we might have to put masks on as well. So, but you make sure you come with one on, because then we'll take the temperature gun and we'll go boop, 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 and we'll take your temperature, and then you'll go sit down as long as you're good to go. And yeah, the next thing Bella has, she has a lanyard. Okay, you need some sort of a lanyard, and you're going to hook a laminated sheet. It's small. It's going to get hooked onto your lanyard. That's your coordinate sheet that tells you every spot on the field, okay? So the next cool thing that Bella has, we're gonna get her instrument out of the way here. Oh yeah, can you hold that? The next cool thing that Bella has, we found on Amazon. It was only like 15 bucks, okay? And it's a runner's belt. And it's got her water bottle in it, and it stays on her person. Now, you don't necessarily have to do that. You could have it next to your chair, but I would prefer it on your person, because then the flow of traffic is less crazy, okay? So it's here, and I think this year I'm gonna, because breaks aren't gonna be as normal, I'm gonna let you drink out on the field. If you're standing there waiting, I'll let you can get a drink if you want to. You know, I'm not gonna yell at you for taking a drink while you're out there. So if you've got it on you and we're waiting around and you need a drink, just pull your canteen out and have a drink, okay? The cool thing about this is it's got a little zipper pouch here, and then stay facing that way. And then in the back, she can access this here, and this can be her field markers. Now, I have some people asking about field markers. These are frosting can lids. The frosting cans at the Dollar Tree are cheap. They're like $1, you know. So you go and pick up 5 of them, cut off the rim, and then cover it in your favorite duct tape, and then you're gonna put your letter and number on there, okay? So if you're a trumpet, you might be T4, so you write T4 on all your markers, and then when you got to remember your spot, you put your marker down in your spot, and then you stand on your marker like that, so you know where you're at. And then we go to the next spot, you're like, okay, well, my next spot's back here, and you put your next marker down, and then we practice marching, you know, back and forth from spot to spot and seeing if you actually land on your spot. Look at that, I did, okay? But then when you pick them up here, she can pretty easily access this pocket back here and stick those in there. They fit. And then she's not trying to shove it all in her pockets and everything. It's just it gets to be kind of cumbersome. And then she's got everything right there. She's got her water bottle. She's good to go, okay? So thank you, Bella. Thank you for being our model today for the 2020 band camp apparel. One last thing that my girls realize, that you do not need this. We'll have some there, but if you wanted to and you had one of these like that, you could hang some hand sanitizer on there in case you felt like you needed some hand sanitizer. I forgot, there's one last thing that you need to bring to camp. You need to bring your money. We've been doing everything, buying stuff. Normally we already have some of the money, so it helps out a little bit, but camp is $65 this year. So if you bring a check, make it out to the Memphis Music Boosters, which that would be the preferable option, is to bring a check for $65, okay? So you're gonna bring that Sunday when you come. And I'm still trying to figure out the timing for Sunday. I was hoping to wait for the tent to be set up before we get there, but we'll have to see. But either way, when you come Sunday, we'll be collecting camp money. That $65, covers the cost of the music and the drill and the coaches, and if you're concerned, the coaches, are either teachers in other districts or people that have been fingerprinted and all that stuff, and they'll have masks or face shields, when working with the kids. But that goes to cover all that cost, plus any of the extra costs that we've had to put in due to the unforeseen circumstances. So $65 on Sunday when you come.